Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I will be showing you how I take neat notes on my iPad Pro. So if you want to learn my tips and tricks, make sure to stay tuned and watch this video. Also, before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and let me know what videos you all would like to see in the future. And with that said, let's get on with the video. So I will be using the Apple Pencil 2, of course my iPad Pro, and I like to use GoodNotes to take my notes, but you can also use any other app that you take notes on. So first, I like to use grid paper since it helps my notes look more neat, and it also helps me watch the size I'm making, like my letters and my numbers. Also, it helps me write more straight because obviously I'm using grid paper, but I just know that I shouldn't be writing any higher than just like one block. So if my handwriting gets any larger than that, I know it would be too big. So also you can change the type of paper to blank whenever like you're finished writing your notes. So that's what I like to do, so it looks even more neat. But I will be showing you this later on in the video to change it back to blank. So the type of pen that I use is the ballpoint pen, either using 0.6 or 0.7 millimeters. It kind of just depends on what I'm writing and if I need to be smaller, precise. For example, I might use 0.4 millimeters if I'm writing like an exponent, just so you can see it clearer. It kind of just depends on the situation. But also I use 1.5 millimeters for my titles, just so they stand out more than just my normal handwriting. Also, I don't like to use more than 2 or 3 colors since I feel like it gets too distracting and it makes the notes look not as neat. But in these notes here, I'm using black and then purple. One's just in a lighter shade, so I guess you can say it's an accent color. But it just depends on the subject. If you're working with like a graph that has 6 functions, you would want to use more than 3 colors since it would be easier to understand. When outlining my titles, I like to use the lighter shade since it makes some kind of an accent to it. Also, I use 0.3 millimeters. So another tip to make my notes look very neat is using the zoom tool. The zoom tool is a feature that I absolutely love about this app because it helps me write more precise and it's easier to see what I'm writing because it's zoomed up. Also, I like to just write slower because it helps my handwriting look better too. During this, I like to use the shape tool since it autocorrects some letters and can help make shapes look more crisp. For example, I use the shape tool when writing the rectangle, and I use the shape tool for a lot of certain letters that are straight lines. Like for example, X, Y, and Z, since those all have straight lines and they don't go in like a circular motion, and hopefully that makes sense. So another tool that I like to use a lot is the lasso tool. It's very helpful if you would like to change like the layout of your notes. So basically you just circle around the part that you would want to change, and then you can just easily move it to wherever you would want to put it on the page. Also, with this tool you can change the color of the text, size, and you can easily tilt the text, and this is very nice, so if you accidentally write in a different color you can just easily change it. So when highlighting, I either use 3.6 millimeters or 6.9 millimeters. It kind of just depends on how large you want that area to be highlighted. Now I'm just going to be changing the layout of the page to blank instead of having the graph lines. So my last and final tip is to skip lines and to indent when necessary. So like when you're writing down a definition or an example, you can indent. It just depends on like the subject whenever you're indenting and skipping lines. But overall it just helps the notes look cleaner, more neat, and it's easier to see and study off of. Thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and let me know what videos you all would like to see in the future. And with that said, I'll be back with a brand new video next week.